Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set, pilot, 64, wait. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the interception, here's Gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. On first and 10, Goff completes it to Hardman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Andy Isabella there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, it's Cohen pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 15-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. Hey, kill. 24, check 24.
Here's Goff. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by David Long. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Andy Isabella with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
It's second down.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
54. Time to go, night. Small. 54.
2nd and 11. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They run the counter. It's Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 22, Goff. This one caught by Isabella. He's got the first down inside the 10. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down and goal. Goff to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Here we go tonight. 180. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Orange. Hey, Charlie. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Just beating the play clock is gone. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And an alley to run. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
They'll set up a throw. This is Reese on the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Set hut. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. We go. I 7, let's go. 54 Mike. Let's go.
First down, a run with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
52, right? 52. Hey, tight. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now gone. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Let's go. 60 orange.
On first down, it's Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Reggie Ragland showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And this one is no good. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's a elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Here's Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 31, Goff. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He will push his way down to about the 14. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
That ball complete to Isabella. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Defense wins championships, baby.
2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Strip that ball.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hold on. Check.
To the air again. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
DC. Louis. 5.
Throwing again is Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
76, tell him. 76. Watch the screen.
Again, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Check Mike 54. Mike 56.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second and 14. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Back to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's second and 8. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. They give him a gain of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And another negative play there as they stop him again. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Back to throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
What? 180. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Going down. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, Zoo. On
Throwing on third. Goff. Able to find Isabella. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7-7. It's 1st and 10. Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2 for 1.
Back at the 34-yard line.
Hey, orbit. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. You're trash. You're trash.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Goff now looking to throw. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. 10, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Buccaneers 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but they're nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
With the score, Rams 24, Buccaneers 17.
Tonight, 20. Shit. Ric Flair. Jet bomber.
They'll run with Taylor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
17. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, Foxtrot. 55. Value 1.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Second and 9 now. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll set up to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line.
Ready, ready, ready. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch out. 54. H3, 2, 18. Chopper, chopper. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Antonio Brown, 36 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Give me some. Give me some.
On second down and 4, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Goff finding Cooks on a big play, 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Bucs' 19-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They run with Taylor, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. The give to Taylor. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Goff. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Taylor. And he's Forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going